morning, guys. Today is Saturday. It is February 12th. Welcome to our yoga class this morning. Let's make sure we have a nice comfy spot in which to practice, free from distractions and loud noises. So we can just spend this time together focusing on our breath, connecting to our breath, and rejuvenating our minds, our spirit, and our bodies. Please make this your very own practice, so modify where you need to. If you want to just hang out on your mat for an hour and close your eyes, that's a great way to meditate and practice as well. First thing we're going to do is get nice and comfortable. So let's go down onto our mats. Let your arms be restful at your sides. Palms are open, face to the sky. Closing our eyes, let's start to breathe deeply in through the nose, expanding through the belly, the back, and the rib cage. And as we exhale, breathing out through the nose as well, feeling that same area of our bodies contract and empty. Relaxing the features of our face, softening those eyes, relaxing the jaw. Breathe away any tension that you're holding in your neck. And let your breath flow from your shoulders all the way out through your fingers. Guiding our breath into our legs, we breathe from our hips to our toes. And then let your breath and your mind move into your spine. Want to breathe from the very top of our head. Let it travel down the length of our spine, weaving itself in between each segment. And then just noticing all that open space. Let's inhale and float the arms to the sky. Exhale, float the arms all the way back behind you. Once they've made it to the mat, let's reach out through the fingertips and push out through the heels. Work at really lengthening and stretching the body straight. Try to go a little farther with that left arm and left leg. And a little farther with right arm and right leg. And then, let the body go soft. Let's inhale the arms back up towards the sky. And exhale, they float back down alongside the body. Let's turn our head to the right. Bring the head back to neutral and we'll turn left. Return to that neutral place. And let's draw the left knee nice and tight towards the body. While we're doing that, we want to keep the shoulders pressed down and I want you to push out through the heel of your right foot so that right leg is straight and pressing into the mat. And then let's point and flex our left foot. Change that to an easy, slow rotation at your ankle. And then let's reverse. And then allow your foot to rest where it is. Let's switch the legs. In goes the right, out goes the left. Again, the right leg's nice and close to the body. Pushing out through the heel of your left foot, left leg long and straight on the mat. And then point and flex your right foot. Easy circle with our ankle. And then let's reverse. And then we can just rest that foot. Now let's bring the other knee back in. So we're going to hug both knees in super tight to the body, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Let's add a few gentle rocks from side to side. Feel that massage on either side of your spine. And then come back to a neutral place. And let's circle both knees around and around, massaging through lower back. And then let's go the other way. And then just keep the knees hugged in nice and close. Let's tighten the belly, press down to the back of your ribs, and then use that belly to round the spine off the mat. Nose towards knees, chin towards chest. and release back down. Try again, tightening the belly, round up, nose towards knees, chin towards chest. And then let's extend the left leg all the way back out onto the mat, still in that nice C shape. Bring that leg back in and let the head come back to the mat. Once more, tighten the belly, let's round up into that C shape. And this time push the right leg all the way out onto the mat. Bring the knee back in and let the head rest back down. Let's set our left foot on the mat. Place our right ankle across the top of our left thigh and then push on the inner right thigh with your right hand. And just breathe into that outside hip. Let's uncross and then change the cross. So placing left ankle on right thigh. Using our left hand to push on that inner left thigh, breathing into that left hip. And then let's uncross and bring both knees back into the chest. Start to separate the knees. Keep your big toes touching and press those thighs close to your ribs. Now start to open the knees wider and wider. Try to get the soles of your feet to meet as you're pulling your heels closer to your body and keeping the shoulders relaxed against your mat. And then let's bring the knees back together. Tighten the belly, bring your nose up to meet your knees, rounding that spine. And on the next exhale, let's roll ourselves up. Once we've made it all the way up, let's extend the legs out straight. Rest your hands on either side of your hips, and then begin to walk those hands forward as you push back through your tailbone. Think about melting your rib cage onto your thighs and just letting the head drop down. And then we'll slowly come back up. Once we've made it back up, let's go ahead and sit Taylor style. And let your hands rest on your knees with your palms facing up. Allow your chin to drop against your chest and breathe into the back of your neck. Lift your head and tip back to open your throat. Again, let your chin drop to your chest. Lift your head, tip back, open your throat. And again, let that chin drop to your chest. Now roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Drop the chin back down and roll right. Dropping the chin, we roll left. Drop the chin and roll right. Drop the chin, and then bring the head back to that neutral place. From there, I want you to draw your shoulders right up into your ears. And let them fall away. Try again, pull those shoulders into your ears. And let them fall away. Now place your hands together at heart center. And lace all of your fingers, pushing your palms away from your body. While we're doing that, we're going to lean a little bit forward, keeping that tailbone on the mat. And then start to lift the arms, and as you do, bring the spine back to that neutral position. While we continue to press up with the palms, feel your shoulders fall away from your ears. Now let the arms open wide, palms facing the sky. Remaining tall in the waist, begin to rotate to the right. Go as far as you can. And then let's bring ourselves back to center. Exhale, rotating as far to the left as you can. And then return to that neutral place. Now let the hands float down and let your fingertips lightly touch the earth. Again, we drop our chin to our chest and breathe into the back of the neck. Lift the head back to that neutral place and begin to lift the left arm towards the sky. Let's side bend over to the right, turning left palm to the sky. Bring it back to neutral center. And again, side bend to the right. And then sweep the arm forward, reach out to the side, bring the arm back over to the right. And then let that arm float all the way back down. Now let's switch, extend the right arm towards the sky. And let's lean to the left, right palm faces up. And then come back up. Again, leaning to our left. Sweep that arm forward, reach all the way out to the right, come back up and lean to your left. And then we'll lift back up and let that arm float all the way down. Once it's down, start to roll the shoulders from back to front. And then turn them into some smaller arm circles. And then let's do some really big arm circles. And then let the arms extend to the sky, reaching a little farther, a little farther. Let your hands press together at your heart. And then let your hands return to your knees, palms open face to the sky. So we've got one more inhale as we are. Exhale, feel everything go soft. And let's transition onto hands and knees. Once we've made our way onto hands and knees, foundational hands, widespread fingers, hands turned in slightly, pressing down through second, third, and fourth finger knuckles on both hands. Shoulders over hips, tops of the feet pressed into the mat. Feel the length of your spine from your tailbone to the top of your head. Begin to sink your navel. Lift your tailbone, lift your head, open your heart for cow. On the exhale, scoop the belly in and round that spine, dropping the head. Inhale, lengthening the spine, lifting that tailbone, lifting that head. Exhale, rounding up for cat. Inhale again for cow. And exhale, round to cat. And then just make your way back to your neutral place. Keeping the belly button nice and tight, push out through the heel of your right foot. Add the left arm reaching forward and then turn your palm to the sky. Really stretch out through that arm and leg. Exhale back down and let's switch. Pushing out through the left heel, adding the right arm forward, turning that palm towards the sky. And then exhale, we're back to all fours. Knees separate, big toes touch, we push back with our tailbone. Let your chest drop through your knees, forehead to the mat. Arms reaching long towards the end of your mat and turn your palms towards the sky. Breathe down the sides of your ribs. Flip the palms back down into your foundational hands. Tuck your toes and let's lift our tailbone, moving into downward facing dog. Lifting our tailbone towards the sky, pulling the back of those shoulder blades towards the gluteals, letting your head drop through your arms. And feel those ribs pulling closer and closer to the top of your thighs. Walk your dog, lift your lower each heel individually. Be deliberate so you're really feeling that raising heel and pressing heel. And then let your heels drop down and let's nod our head yes. Shake the head no. And then just let it hang there. Let's inhale ourselves into a good sturdy plank. Holding the belly button tight. Feel like you're pushing away from the mat. Exhale back up into down dog. Inhale again into our plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to plank. Now on the exhale, modify to your knees. So still keep that long spine. And then as we exhale, we're going to lower the upper body, elbows opening, chest down first, then hips. Tuck the elbows in, lengthen the spine, press up into your cobra. Exhale, opening on the way down. Inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Exhale again, opening, coming down. And then inhale, lengthen, rise into cobra. Press back into extended child's pose. Extending all the way back with the tailbone, stretching those fingers towards the front of your mat, palms towards the sky. Breathing down the side of your ribs. Flip the palms back over, foundational hands, toes are tucking, rising back up into downward facing dog. Few more walks of the dog. Raising up both heels and then pressing them down. Now inhale forward into your plank. Modify if you'd like, or lower in one piece. Elbows are opening, chest down, then hips. Elbows come in. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a giant step forward with your right foot, placing it between your hands. Make sure your knee is over your ankle, eyes are looking out, stretching from the heel of that left foot right out through the top of your head. While you're here, try extending the right arm straight ahead alongside that right ear. And then return the hand to the mat. Let your left knee sink down, press to the top of your left foot, and let's reach both arms high to the sky for crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the left knee, we're back into lunge. Now step right foot back, return to plank. Press back up into downward facing dog. Step the left foot forward this time, placing it between the hands. Again, knee over ankle, eyes looking out. Straight line from the top of your head through that extended right heel. Lift the left arm so it's alongside that left ear. Bring the hand back down, sink the right knee down, press to the top of the foot. Reach high, crescent moon. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the right knee, return to your lunge. Now let's step the right foot forward, big toes closed, heels apart, and let's inhale, roll the body up. Go ahead and reach high to the sky. Exhale to your heart. Inhale again, extend, and exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, rolling the body up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Now step back with your right foot and then your left foot into your plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to that plank. And exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. Exhale, fold deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again to the sky and exhale. Fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to our plank. Exhale again, down dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Left foot back, right foot back, plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank. And exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, roll up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to the heart. Now let your arms extend long at your sides. Palms facing forward, fingertips reaching towards the earth. Standing mountain pose. Inhale again to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Let's cradle the elbows in the palms of our hands. Let your head drop within that frame. Release your fingers to the mat. And let's step back with the right foot, returning to runner's lunge. From there, we're going to push the right heel down, turn the right toes out, and align your left heel with the back of your right heel. Once you're stable, start lifting upper body. Check that you've got your left knee over that ankle with your hip bones facing forward. Add the arms reaching alongside those ears. Warrior one. Now let's open the arms wide, palms to the sky. Stay long in the waist and begin to hinge forward. So we're actually lowering our ribs towards that front thigh. There's our warrior airplane. Bring the arms forward alongside your ears and then try lifting onto the ball of your right foot. So you're back in a lunge. And then let's lift upper body, and that takes us into crescent lunge. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Step back with the left foot into plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising into cobra. Exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Stay there if you'd like, or insert a push-up. And then exhale, back up into downward facing dog. Right foot forward, left foot forward, toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to the heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold deeper. Again, cradling our elbows in the palms of our hands. Let your fingertips return to the mat. And let's step back with our left foot into lunge. Once there, push your left heel down, turn your left toes out. Align that left heel with the back of your right heel and start lifting upper body. Right knees over ankle, hip bones face forward, adding the arms towards the sky. Warrior one. Open the arms wide, stay long in the waist, and begin to hinge forward, bringing your rib cage close to that front thigh. Let the arms stretch forward alongside your ears. Lift onto the ball of your left foot, and then begin to lift upper body, taking you into crescent lunge. Exhale, fold forward, hands to the mat. Step back with your right foot into plank. Exhale, coming down. Inhale, rising up, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale again to plank, remaining there, or insert a push-up. And then exhale back up into down dog. Left foot forward, right foot forward, toes and heels out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale to your heart. And come back into standing mountain pose. Let's inhale back up. This time exhale, opening just the arms. They're going to come together behind your back. Once you've got them hooked together, think about pulling down with your hands, opening your heart, opening your throat. And inhale back to neutral. Exhale, start hinging forward, pulling ribs against thighs, letting your head drop, and then lifting your arms. Exhale, let your hands release. Fingertips return to the mat. And we step back with our right foot, returning to runner's lunge. Walk yourself around so we form a straddle, and we'll face the wide edge of our mat. Once we've made it into that straddle, let's slide the left hand over so it's centered beneath us, and then push on it with the right hand, like you're trying to push your body away from the mat. And then inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist for our twisting straddle. Let's exhale the right hand back down. Now once you've got your hands back onto your shoulders, see if you can walk your hands a little bit forward and continue to press those heels into the mat. And then you can walk your hands back into that neutral place and start to rotate your body so you're going to face the back end of your mat, bringing you into runner's lunge. Once you've made it into that runner's lunge, we're going to lift upper body, taking us into our high lunge. And then just open the arms out wide. Lift the arms, bringing you into crescent lunge. And then let's fold forward so our hands return to the mat. From there, start pushing your weight forward onto the right foot as you straighten your right leg. Extend the left leg behind you, hip level. Hands form a tripod with your right foot, and we're in tripod balance. Remain like that, or align your right thumb with your right pinky toe. Start to roll the left hip open, adding the left arm to the sky. Brings us into our half moon balance. Go ahead and bring the left hand down if it's lifted. And then everybody pull the left knee into your chest and just bend the right knee. Set your left foot down. So you're in a little tiny squat. You've got your toes in, your heels out. Now lift the ribs away from your thighs. Add your arms alongside your ears. And there's our chair pose. Inhale, let's rise out of the chair. Exhale, let your hands come into your heart. And then take a step back with your left foot and simply rotate. So we face the wide edge of our mat, opening the arms, toes in, heels out, 5-pointed star. Let's turn our palms to face forward and start to bring the arms closer together. Once they're closer together, go ahead and pass that left wrist under your right wrist. And then bend your elbows and set your right elbow in the crease of your left elbow. Now let the back of your hands meet, or you could get your palms to meet. And make sure you continue to lift the elbows so they stay shoulder level. From there, let's untwist and extend the arms wide, and we're back into 5-pointed star. Our left toes are now going to turn to face the front end of our mat. We're going to line that left heel with our right arch, bend the left knee, look out over your left hand, and voila, there's our warrior two. Remember, adjust your stance until you're feeling very balanced, very strong. Reach a little further forward with that left arm, and now lift the left as you lower your right. Turning left palm to the sky for reverse warrior. Now let that left forearm come down onto your left thigh and reach that right arm high to the sky. Start to lower the right arm towards your right hip. It's going to make a full circle. As it pulls back up, we return to warrior two. And then we're going to pull the left leg straight. We're back in our start position. And then our right hip is going to start pulling right as our left arm is reaching far, far, far away from that left hip. Once we can't go any farther, can lower the left hand and lift the right. And feel like your body's pressed open against that invisible wall. We'll take one more inhale as we are. On the exhale, proceed to bend the left knee. And again, you can place your forearm on your thigh or reach that left hand to the mat. And then as we exhale, start revolving the upper body. Let your hands return to the mat as you lift to the ball of your right foot, placing you into runner's lunge. Push down into your right hand. Inhale, left arm out to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. Twisting lunge. Exhale that hand back down. Step back into your plank. Exhale, press back up into down dog. Walk your dog a few times. Raise up your heels. Press them back down. Inhale into plank. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, rising up into cobra. Exhale, toes tuck or back up into down dog. Now extend the right heel behind you, reaching it towards the sky, three-legged dog. And then let's step the right foot through the hands, bringing us back into lunge. Step the left foot forward, toes are in, heels are out. Inhale, rolling up. Reach high, touch the sky. Exhale into your heart. Inhale again, extend. Exhale, arms open. Let them come together behind you. Start to pull down as you're opening your heart, opening your throat. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, start to hinge forward. Again, pulling ribs close to your thighs, letting your head drop, and then trying to lift those arms a little bit higher. Exhale, let your hands release to the mat. Giant step back with our left foot. Brings us into lunge. And then we walk ourselves around so we end up in straddle. Toes in slightly, heels out slightly, hands directly under shoulders. Inhale, look out. Exhale, let's sink a little deeper. And then let's press down into those palms so the arms get straighter. And try walking your hands forward. Still keeping those heels pressed down. And then let's walk it back in. We'll keep that. Let's see, that's the right hand down. Push on it with your left hand. And then inhale, left arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist for our twisting straddle. Exhale the left hand down. And then proceed to walk yourself around so you end up in runner's lunge, facing the back end of your mat. Once you've established your lunge, let's lift upper body, bringing us into high lunge. And then adding the arms alongside your ears for our crescent lunge. Exhale, let your hands come back down onto the mat. Start to push your weight forward onto your left foot as you straighten the left leg. Extend the right leg behind you, hip level. Your hands form a tripod with that left foot, and we can stay like that, or align our left thumb with our left pinky toe, opening the right hip, adding that right arm, takes us into half moon balance. So we're going to exhale the right hand down if it's lifted. Everybody's bending the right knee, pulling it in towards the chest as we bend the left knee. And then set the right foot down, toes are in, heels are out, knees close together. Lift your ribs away from your thighs, add your arms alongside your ears, lifting that heart. There's our chair pose. Inhale, rise out of your chair. And exhale, hands come to your heart. From there, let's take a giant step back. And we end up facing the wide edge of our mat. Toes are in, heels are out. And we've made it into 5-pointed star. Rotate your palms to face forward and start to bring the arms closer together. Let's bring that right wrist over the left wrist. And then bend the elbows. And we're going to place that left elbow in the crease of the right elbow and let the back of your hands meet, or let your palms come together. Keeping the elbows lifting to shoulder level. Breathing into those eagle arms. And then let's go ahead and untwist, extend the arms wide, bringing us into 5-pointed star. From there, let's turn our right toes to the front end of our mat, align our right heel with our left arch, and then start to bend that right knee. Find that place where your body weight is equally centered between those feet. Now start stretching the right arm a little bit further forward. Lift the right, lower the left, and turn your right palm to the sky, breathing into reverse warrior. And then let's bring the right forearm to the right thigh, left hand reaching to the sky, extended angle pose. Let the left arm start to lower towards your left hip. It's going to make a full circle. On its way back up and into place, we return to warrior two. And then we're going to pull our right leg straight, back in our start position, and now we're ready to be building our triangle. Our left hip starts pulling left, and our right arm is stretching far, far, far away from our left hip. Once we can't go any further in either direction, can lower the right hand and lift the left. And really feel like you're being pulled towards the sky, not sinking down. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, start to bend the right knee. And you can either place your forearm on your thigh or reach that right hand to the mat. As we exhale, let's begin to revolve the upper body. Return to the ball of your left foot, so we're back in our lunge. Press down through that left hand. Inhale, right arm to the side. Exhale, revolve at the waist. Twisting lunge. Exhale that hand down, step back into plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen, rise, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, return to plank. Remain there or insert a push-up. Press back up into downward facing dog. Extend the left leg behind you. Push out to the heel of your left foot. Step the left foot through your hands. Right foot forward as well. Toes are in, heels are out. Let's inhale ourselves up. Reach high to the sky. Exhale to your heart. And then let's return to standing mountain pose. So let's move into a little balance work. I'm gonna find a focal point for our eyes. Fixate on that point. Think about really holding the belly button super tight, spreading our toes out nice and wide. And then start to shift your weight into your right foot. Once there, see if you can bend the left knee and start to pull your left heel towards your bottom. Place the inside of your left foot in the palm of your hand, and then let your right arm come out in front. So this would be our beginning dancer pose. We can stay like that, or we can open it by lifting the right arm higher, extending the left leg a little further back, but still keeping the body upright so we're not leaning forward. As we exhale, we can bring the arm down, set the foot back down, and come back into standing mountain pose. Now we're ready to do it on the other side. So again, we've got the focal point. You can feel our navel pulling in. We're shifting our weight into our left foot this time. Then when we're ready, bending the right knee, bringing that heel towards our bottom, placing the inside of that right foot into the palm of our hand, letting the left arm come forward. And then opening if you wish. As we exhale, we come back into standing mountain pose. Inhale, touch the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look out. And exhale, sink deeper. Right foot back, left foot back plank. Right shoulder over right wrist, turning for side plank. Modify to the side of your right knee if you'd like. Come back around into full plank. Lift the right foot off the mat, but not too far. And then just pull the right knee in towards your chest. We're going to set the top of our right foot, our shin, and our right knee on the mat, aiming your right heel at your left hip bone. Let your left knee sink down, and we're moving into pigeon pose. So if you'd rather do upside down pigeon, simply flip over onto your back. Meanwhile, keep opening that right knee towards the outer edge of your mat, and then start to sink your upper body down. Press down to the tops of your left toes, and think about pressing the outer edge of your right pinky toe into the mat. Now on the inhale, let's start lifting the upper body. Bringing us upright into our third position pigeon. And then let your weight shift over onto your right hip, and we're going to bring the left knee around and stack the knees and the ankles as close together as our bodies allow. And we're going to hold our left ankle with our left hand and send the right arm high. Feel like you're trying to touch the ceiling, and then side stretch to your left a little bit. See if you can use that left hand to gently pull on the right wrist. And let's inhale back to a neutral center. Exhale, let the arms float down. And then we'll take that left foot and step it across the bent right knee. Once you've got your foot in place, Place the left upper arm against the inner thigh. Walk your right hand a little farther behind you. Inhale, taller and straighter. And then exhale, rotate a little bit more at the waist so you're looking over that right shoulder. And now inhale the left arm to the sky. As we exhale, let's let that arm float down. And then we're going to take the left leg and just stretch it out straight. Keep the bottom of your right foot pressed against that inner left thigh. And then place your hands so they're centered between the bent knee and the straight leg. And start to inch forward a little bit. And then walk yourself back up. Rotate a little bit more to your left, so now you're facing the straight leg. Let your hands straddle that leg, and again, let's fold forward. And then from there, we'll inhale back up. And let's stretch the right leg out straight as well. And we've got our hands on either side of our hips and go into that forward fold. And we'll inhale back up. Once we've made it back up, we can come back into a Taylor style position and then ease ourselves onto all fours. Once we've made it onto all fours, tuck your toes, push up into downward facing dog. And then let's inhale into plank. Now we're going to keep left shoulder over left wrist. We turn and open for side plank. Again, we know the modification is setting the side of the left knee on the mat. Exhale back around into your full plank. Lift the left foot not too high, but then start to pull it forward. So we're going to set the knee, the shin, and the top of that left foot on the mat, aiming our left heel at our right hip bone. Let the right knee sink down. Keep opening the left knee wider to the side, and then let your body melt down. Press down to the top of your right toes. Press into the outer edge of your left pinky toe. And then as we inhale, let's start lifting up our body, bringing us into that third position pigeon. And then from there, start to shift your weight right over onto your left hip. Let's bring the knees and the feet as close together as our body allows. Hold your right ankle with your right hand. Stretch the left arm high, little side bend to your right. And then see if you can use your right hand to gently pull on that left wrist. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, let the hands float down. And then we're going to step the right foot across the bent left knee. Once it's in place, upper right arm pushes against inner right thigh. Left hand walks a little farther behind us. Inhale, taller and straighter. And exhale, rotating at the waist so we can look over that left shoulder. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale, let that arm float down. And then go ahead, extend the right leg out straight. And we'll keep the bottom of our left foot pressed against that right inner thigh. Place your hands so they're centered between the bent knee and the straight leg, and then start to hinge forward. Let's inhale back up. And then just rotate a little bit so your hands are on either side of that right leg and again, fold forward. And let's inhale back up. From there, stretch the left leg out straight. And place your hands so that your fingertips are pointing towards your buttocks. Shoulders directly over your wrists. Tightening the belly. Start to pull your hips off the mat, pushing down through the bottoms of your feet. Moving into reverse plank. Making sure we're not letting the head hang back. And then as we exhale, sink slowly down. Once there, start to walk your hands forward, push back through the tailbone, and melt into that forward bend. And then let's inhale up slowly. Once we've made it upright, we'll bend the knees, placing our feet on the mat. Hands go behind your thighs. Feel the belly button contract, and then simply find your balance on your tailbone. Maintaining the straight spine, we begin to lift the feet. Go where you can without letting your back round out. And then when you feel ready, add the arms. And then start to slowly open, like someone has a big iron, and they're ironing you into the mat. Once we're down, super long stretch out through the heels of your feet, tips of your fingers. And then let's bring both knees into our chest. Give yourself a super tight hug. Set the right foot on the mat with your knee bent. And then extend your left leg towards the sky. Let your hands walk as close to that left ankle as it can. And then start to pull that leg towards your face. Now see if you can push the right leg straight out onto the mat. And then use your right hand to push on the top of that right thigh. Now you can take your second and third fingers and hook around your left big toe, or you can put your hand on the inside of your left ankle or calf. Continuing to pull the leg forward. Start to take it out to the side. And we're going to let it go as far as it will go without lifting the right hip. So your right hand is there on your thigh to remind you not to lift your hip. Once you've got out as far as it will go, try opening the right arm and then just look to your right. And then let's bring the leg back up. Once it's back up, bend that left knee, place your foot on the mat. Stretch both arms wide to the side, shift your hips a tiny bit to the left, tuck your left toe behind the right knee, and now you're going to use that right hand on the outside of your left thigh to guide the right knee towards the mat. And we'll inhale the knee back up. Placing that left foot on the floor, pull the right knee in and extend that leg towards the sky. Again, walk your hands up as close to your ankle as you can, and think about pulling your toes over your head. And then while you're doing that, see if you can stretch your left leg out straight onto the mat, pushing out through the heel, and then use your left hand to press down on that top thigh. Using our second and third fingers on our right hand around our big toe, or placing that hand on the inside of your ankle or your calf. While we continue to pull that foot forward, start to open it wide to the side. And you're only going to take it out as far as it will go without lifting that left hip. And then let's open the left arm and look left. We'll start to bring the leg back up. And then let's bend the knee and you can place the foot on the mat. Stretch the arms out wide, shift your hips a tiny bit to the right, tucking right toe behind left knee. Your left hand presses on the outside of your left thigh, guiding, or right thigh, guiding that knee towards the mat. And then from there, we can bring our knee back to neutral. Rebend the left knee, space your feet apart about hips distance, toes in, heels out, arms at our sides, palms to the sky. And we're keeping enough space between our gluteals and our heels that when we start to slowly peel ourselves off the mat, pressing our hips up into our bridge, we're not feeling any pressure in the neck. We're feeling lots of activation in the gluteals and the hamstrings. And then let's take those hands and I want you to place them so they're under your buttocks and start to slowly inch yourself back down. So once you've got your buttocks down, it's going to be sitting right on top of your hands. And then stretch your legs out straight. Now I want you to start tightening the belly. I'm going to press down into those forearms and feel like the center of your breastbone is being pulled towards the sky. And let your head just kind of fall back. And this would be our beginning of our fish pose. And we want to make sure that we're not placing weight on the head while our head is kind of hanging back. We don't want to feel any pressure in the neck, but we want to feel lots of open space across the heart and the front of our shoulders. And then see if you can press up a little bit more so you can neutralize your spine and simply melt the spine back down onto the mat. We can bend our knees, feet on the mat, and then remove your hands. And then one knee at a time, let's pull back into the chest. Give it a really good hug. And then a couple knee circles to massage lower back. And then let's go the other way. And then while we've got the knees hugged in, begin to separate the knees, big toes are touching. And then continue to take them wider and wider, placing the soles of your feet together, pulling your heels towards your body. We're back into our lying butterfly. From there, let's separate the feet, keeping the knees bent. Push up to the ceiling with your feet as you pull down with your hands. And then from there, try extending your legs wider and straighter into lying fan. And then let's start pulling the legs closer together overhead. And once there, push those heels towards the sky. And then let's bend both of our knees, coming back into our good hug. Tighten the belly as you press through the back of your ribs, rounding up into that C shape. And while we're here, we'll keep the right knee pulled in, but stretch the left leg out straight. Let it hover over the mat. Pull it back in and we'll switch, extending that other leg out. And then pull the knees together and back in, and you can roll your shoulders back onto the mat. And then let's rest our feet down on the mat. And you can slide one leg out and the other leg out. it back onto our backs with our arms long at our sides, palms to the sky. Continuing to breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. And being aware of your breath making its way around your body. Seek out those areas that feel tight or give you some kind of issue on a daily basis. And let your breath linger there a little bit longer, breathing deeper and deeper into those spots. O earth, you can depend on me. I am small, but I am strong. I like you the way you are. And so I wrote this little song, a song of promise, me to you, of small things that small me can do. Grow a garden, ride my bike, take a hike, turn down the heat, recycle paper, glass, and plastic, shop at thrift stores, eat less meat, fix broken toys, turn off lights, walk to school, hang clothes to dry, skip water bottles, rouse bags, draw and write explaining why. I am small, I deeply care about each bee and polar bear. You matter, I will not pretend my actions don't. O earth, you are my friend. Let us send away all of our anxious thoughts. Make a choice to live today with courage, with an open heart and a grateful heart, spreading random acts of kindness wherever we can. Remember that my soul honors your soul. I honor that place in you where the entire universe resides. I honor the light, the love, the truth, the beauty, and the peace within you, because it is also within me. And sharing these things, we are united, we are the same, we are one. Namaste. So I thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Well done.